iota. So since the complex number is in the denominator, we will rationalize. So this we can write 5 plus root 2 iota upon 1 minus root 2 iota into 1 plus root 2 iota upon 1 plus root 2 iota. Multiply. So we will write it 5 plus root 2 iota in first bracket and 1 plus root 2 iota in second bracket. And then in the denominator we have x minus y into x plus y, which will be x square minus y square, means root 2 iota square, right? So now how to multiply these two brackets? First we will multiply 5 with the second bracket 1 plus root 2 iota. Then we will multiply root 2 iota with the bracket 1 plus root 2 iota in the denominator. 1 square means 1. Root 2 square means 2. Iota square, we will write iota square. Now, we will multiply 5 into 1, 5 plus 5 into 5 root 2 iota plus root 2 iota into 1 root 2 iota plus root 2 into root 2 2 iota into iota iota square. In the denominator it is iota square, we will put minus 1 and we can mention because iota square is equals to minus 1. Now here it is 5 root 2 iota, root 2 iota. I can take common root 2 iota. Root 2 iota. So root 2 iota I have taken common from this value. I am left with 5. Root 2 iota I have taken common from here. So I am left with 1 plus 2 iota square minus 1, because iota square is equals to minus 1. And in the denominator 1 minus minus plus 2, which will be 5 plus 5 plus 1 6 root 2 iota, 2 into minus 1 minus 2 upon 2 plus 1 3. We are doing simple calculations, we have just to rationalize. Now in the next step 5 minus 2 will be 3, because 5 is real, 2 is real, we can take difference of these two numbers. 5 minus 2 will be 3 and we will be having 3 plus 6 root 2 iota. So we will be having 3 plus 6 root 2 iota upon, in the denominator we had 3. So we will write 3. In the next step, what we can do? We can take 3 common. So it will be 1 plus, if 3 gone out, 2 root 2 iota upon 3. 3 will cancel each other. So we will be having 1 plus 2 root 2 iota as its answer. So because this is in the form of a plus b iota, we had to express this ratio in the form a plus b iota. So whenever we will be having a complex number in the denominator, we will rationalize and simply solve, right? So this is the first part. Now we will be doing second, iota raised to power minus 35. So this type of questions we had done earlier also. So this can be written as 1 upon iota raised to power 35. How we will solve this power? We will write it in terms of 4k. So it is 8 into 4, 32 plus 3. 35 I can write 32 plus 3. 32 I can write 4 into 8. Why I am writing? Now I will write as iota raised to power 4 raised to power 8. Okay, first I'll write one more step. I will write it as iota raised to power 32 plus 3, right? Which I will write iota raised to power 32 into iota raised to power 3, which I will write iota raised to power 4 raised to power 8, because it will be 8 fours are 32, and iota cube I will write iota square into iota. So iota raised to power 4 is 1, 1 raised to power 8. Iota square is minus 1 iota as it is. So we will be having minus 1 upon iota. Minus is there. 1 raised to power 8, 1 minus into iota, minus 1 by iota. So I'll be writing minus 1 by iota. And 1 by iota you can rationalize, you can multiply it with iota and divide with iota. It is minus iota upon iota square. Iota square is again minus 1. When you will put minus 1, it will be minus iota upon minus 1, and minus minus cancel each other. So your final answer will be iota, right? You can check the calculations once again. We had to calculate iota raised to power minus 35. So we had written 1 upon iota raised to power 35. We want to write it in multiple of 4, right? So 4k in terms we want to write. So I have written 35 as 32 plus 3, because I know 32 is 4 into 8 plus 3 will be 35. So we have written 35 to iota raised to power 32 plus 3. So to this we can write iota raised to power 32 into iota raised to power 3. Iota raised to power 32 we have written iota raised to power 4 raised to power 8. Iota raised to power 3 we have written iota square into iota, right? Iota raised to power 4 we know it is 1, so 1 raised to power 8. Iota square we know it is minus 1 into iota was there, right? So we will be having minus 1 upon iota, and again we will rationalize, we will multiply and divide with the iota. So it will be minus iota upon iota square. The value of iota square is minus 1. So minus minus cancel each other. So the answer of iota raised to power minus 35 will be iota, right? This way we can solve powers of iota. Any doubt till now? Otherwise we will be moving to next topic, which is argand plane and polar representation. First we will be learning what is argand plane. Okay, the plane having a complex number assigned to each of its points is called the complex plane or argand plane. What does it mean? Whenever we have to represent 2 points x and y, we have given an ordered pair x comma y, right? And the value is 1 comma 2. What we do, we plot the x-axis, we plot y-axis, and then we take the values 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3, and then we start plotting the points x comma y. If it is given to you 1 comma 2, that means the value of x is 1, y is 2, the point will lie somewhere here, 1 comma 2, and we say that the point lies in the plane, right? Now, the same way we can also represent complex numbers in the plane, and that plane where we are representing complex numbers, that plane is called argand plane, right? Now we know a complex number z is of the form x plus iota y. right? So how to represent a complex number? To represent a complex number, what we will be writing? We will be writing x comma y in the ordered pair. X along x-axis and the term with iota along y-axis. This is our geometrical representation, that we will represent a complex number this way: x along x-axis and iota y term along y-axis, right? So suppose I am having a point 2 plus 4 iota, right? I am having a point 2 plus 4 iota. How I will represent this point in plane? So the real part, I will be taking 2 as the value of x, and the imaginary part, I will be taking the value of y as 4. So this point will be 2 comma 4, right? Whether 4 iota plus 2 is given to you, whether 2 plus 4 iota is given to you, the real part will always be x and the imaginary part will always be y. It is not that the first term is x and the second term is y. No, the real part we will be taking x and the imaginary part we will be taking y. So we have to represent 2 plus 4 iota. So that means the value of x we will be taking 2, and the value of y we will be taking 1, 2, 3, 4, and this will be the point 2 comma 4. We are representing this point with a, right? Then we will be moving to next point, how to represent minus 2 plus 3 iota. If I am having a point minus 2 plus 3 iota, that means the value of x is now minus 2 along a negative axis. So this is minus 1, this is minus 2, and the value of y is 3, 3, 1, 2, 3. So this point will lie here. Negative x-axis minus 2 and y is 3, and this point we are naming as b, right? Next, if I have to represent 0 plus 1 iota, right? This means the value of x will be 0, the value of y will be 1, and we will represent this point as c. The value of x is 0, x is 0 and y is 1 here. So this point c 0 comma 1 will be represented here, right? So these are few examples how to represent points. So we have taken all the examples: when x is positive, when x is negative, when x is 0, when y is negative, when x and y both are negative, right? These are the different examples we have just taken to represent the points. Now when the next point is 2 plus 0 iota, then we will be taking the value of x as 2 and y as 0. So this point will lie on x-axis. On x-axis, the value of y is 0. And we are denoting this point with D. Then next, minus 5, minus 2 iota. If we are having this point, that means the value of x is negative and the value of y is also negative. So we will represent x as minus 5, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5 here, and y minus 2, that means minus 1, minus 2 downwards. So this will be the point E, which will represent minus 5, minus 2. This is E, right? And then 1 minus 2 iota. 1 minus 2 iota, you can take x is 1 and y as minus 2. So the value of x will be 1 and y minus 2 means along a downward direction. So minus 1 minus 2. So we will be having f is equals to 1 minus 2. And we are naming this point as f, right? So take any point, right? Take any point, whatever the value of x and y is, we can represent it on a Argand plane, right? We can represent on a plane, and this plane is called Argand plane. The plane having a complex number assigned to each of its points is called the complex plane, right? If I'm having a number uh, x is equals to z is equals to 0 plus iota, then what will be the value? X will be 0 and y will be 1. This C01 is actually 0 plus iota, right? Okay, 0 plus 1 iota we have taken already. Fine. So this is about Argand plane, nothing special. Only the thing is, just like we are representing real numbers in the plane, we can also represent complex numbers in the plane. Every complex number is associated with the value of x and y. The real part is x and the imaginary part is y, right? So any query about Argand plane? Otherwise, we will move further, right?
No, no.
Okay. So obviously in Argand plane, the modulus of the complex number x plus iota y is root x square plus y square is the distance between the point p x comma y and the origin 0 0. Okay. So this is what, if I'm taking a point p, I'm not giving any value to this point. I'm just naming this point P, and the values are x and y only. That means from x axis, the distance is x units. This distance is x units, right? And from y, this distance is y units, right? Just like in number system, this distance can be 2 units, 4 units, 5 units, right? But now we are taking in general that let this distance be x, and this point p is representing the value x here, and this point from along this the y, it is representing y only. We are not assigning any numbers, we have just written the point p x y. The distance from 0 to x axis is x, and the distance from 0 to y axis is y. Then the distance from 0 to p will be given by root x square plus y square. The shortest distance, right? 0 to p, that means the distance given by this blue diagonal line. And this is also modulus of a complex number. We know that if z is equals to x plus iota y is a complex number, then z modulus is equals to square root x square plus y square. We did yesterday modulus and conjugate two things, right? Then what is modulus? If z is x plus iota y, then mod of z is square root of square of real part plus square of imaginary part. Now this distance is square root of x square plus y square. Why this distance is, we will discuss this also, right? Obviously in the Argand plane, the modulus of a complex number root x square plus y square is the distance between the point P and the origin. Right now we are saying that the distance between origin and point P is given by root x square plus y square, which means geometrically means the distance from 0 to point P is the modulus of the complex number. Now how we are calculating that this is root x square plus y square? Can anyone guess how we are calculating this? When I know the parameter distance, this is x, this is y. How, which theorem I am applying to calculate that this is root of x square plus y square?
Pythagoras theorem.
Pythagoras theorem, very good. Now, if this distance is y, obviously this distance will also be y because these two are parallel lines, right? Now, we are making a right angle triangle here, right? And the side before the right angle is hypotenuse, and we know in a right angle triangle h square is equals to p square plus b square. H square is the side OP, right? So it will be OP will be P square perpendicular, we are taking Y, and base we are taking X. So it will be Y square plus X square, or we can write it as X square plus Y square. It will be H square. So H will be square root of X square plus Y square. So we are using actually Pythagoras theorem, right? And we are saying the hypotenuse is root of x square plus y square. But from the another angle, we know that our modulus is mod of z is root of x square plus y square. So from these two things, we can conclude that the distance from O to P is modulus of the complex number, right? If we know the modulus, that means we know the distance from origin to the complex number, that is the distance from 0 to complex number given by modulus of a complex number. This is the geometrical meaning of this argand plane, right? Is modulus, mod value. What is the geometrical significance of modulus? The modulus represent the distance from 0 to the complex number, right? Any doubt you can ask, otherwise we will move next. Clear?
No, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Then there is another thing about the argand plane. What is that? The representation of a complex number z is equals to x plus iota y and its conjugate z is equals to x minus iota y in argand plane are respectively points p x comma y and q x comma minus y. This is very obvious. If I am having a point z is equals to x plus iota y, this means I am having a point p x comma y. If I'm having a complex number z is equals to x minus iota y, so I can write this point qx minus iota y. Now I will draw these 2 points, right? So let this distance be x and this distance be y, right? So this point P will be x comma y. X distance from here, y distance from here. So we will be taking x comma y. Now I have to plot another point q x comma minus y. So x distance will be same, minus y means whatever the distance y will be covering up in upward direction, we will cover the same distance in a downward direction. It will be representing minus y because downwards we have negative values of y. So my q point will be here x comma minus y. So what we can so if I'm saying this line x axis is water and you are standing at P, okay, so what will be Q? This is water, you are at P and you are seeing below the water, so what should be Q? Q क्या होगा? अगर ये पानी है और यहाँ आप हो तो Q क्या होगा?
Bottom of the water.
पानी के अंदर
Right.
आपकी शैडो होगी, राइट? आपकी इमेज होगी एक, राइट? इट विल बी योर इमेज. पानी के अंदर हम यही देखते हैं ना, हमारी इमेज दिखती है बिल्कुल उल्टी दिखती है वो, है ना? और वैसी दिखती है जैसे हम हैं. कोई भी चीज रखोगे पानी के अंदर, उसकी जैसे मिरर लगा लो आप. अगर यहाँ पे वाटर की जगह मैं मिरर कर दूं तो क्या होगा? आप यहाँ पे हो, यहाँ पे मिरर है, तो आपके जैसी ही बिल्कुल सेम इमेज आपको मिरर के पीछे दिखाई देगी, राइट? सो ज्योमेट्रिकली हमारा मतलब क्या हुआ कि द पॉइंट x कॉमा माइनस y इज द मिरर इमेज ऑफ द पॉइंट x कॉमा y ऑन द रियल एक्सिस. अभी तो ये कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर्स हैं, बट अगर मैं कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर को भूल जाऊं, सिर्फ ज्योमेट्रिकली बात करूं, तो अगर एक पॉइंट पी एक्स कॉमा वाई है और ये इसका कंजुगेट है, क्यू एक्स कॉमा माइनस वाई इज कंजुगेट ऑफ पी, राइट, तो इसका कॉन्जुगेट क्या है, इसकी एक परछाई है, इसकी एक मिरर इमेज है. सो ज्योमेट्रिकली द पॉइंट x comma minus y is the mirror image of the point x comma y on real axis. Real axis we are taking x axis, right? X axis is real axis and y axis is imaginary axis. So this is the geometrical meaning of these 2 points, x is x plus iota y and its conjugate. So sometimes questions come to you, what is the geometrical meaning of a conjugate of a complex number? So then you can explain what is the geometrical meaning, right? Any doubt? So we will move next. Polar representation of a complex number, right? Now what is polar representation? If I am having a number z is equals to x plus iota y, right? This representation we call x and y Cartesian coordinates. Cartesian coordinates, right? And the same point, if I'm able to represent the point x comma y, if p is a point x comma y, and I am able to represent the same point p in the form r comma theta, then these r comma theta are called polar coordinates, right? These r comma theta coordinates are called polar coordinates. R means radial distance, theta means angle, right? The same point P which I had taken x comma y earlier also, right? In the previous diagrams we had taken this point P as x comma y, right? And we had represented the mod of z is equals to root of x square plus y square, right? And this is all about Cartesian coordinates. X, Y represent Cartesian coordinates. These are the different names, right? हमने ही coordinates को अलग अलग नाम दे दिए. When we are representing in the terms of x and y, we will say Cartesian coordinates. When we are representing these in terms of r and theta, we will say these coordinates as polar coordinates, right? Output will be same. जो रिजल्ट हमारा एक्स वाई को लेके आ रहा है वही रिजल्ट हमारा आर थीटा को लेके आएगा. बट व्हाई वी आर डूइंग सो, समटाइम्स हमारी कैलकुलेशंस कार्टेशियन कोऑर्डिनेट्स में मुश्किल हो जाती हैं, तो हम इसको पोलर में कन्वर्ट कर लेते हैं ताकि हमारी कैलकुलेशंस इजी हो जाएं. अगर हमें कैलकुलेशंस पोलर कोऑर्डिनेट्स में मुश्किल लग रही हैं तो हम इसको कार्टेशियन में कन्वर्ट कर लेते हैं ताकि हमारी कैलकुलेशंस easy हो जाएं, right? So we have modified Cartesian to polar, right? हमने ये ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन अपने लिए ढूंढी है ताकि हम इनको इजीली ट्रांसफॉर्म करके अपनी कैलकुलेशंस को आसान बना सकें. Now how to convert x z is equals to x plus iota y in polar coordinates. So what we will be doing, हमने ढूंढा कि हम इसको क्या लिखें कि हमारा ये पोलर में भी कन्वर्ट हो जाए और हमारे x प्लस आयोटा y को कोई फर्क भी ना पड़े. तो काफी सर्च करने के बाद, कैलकुलेशंस करने के बाद हमें ये दो नंबर्स मिले, that if I am writing x is equals to r cos theta and y is equals to r sin theta, right? We will be finding the results also. Then my Cartesian x and y will be changed to r and theta, and mathematically also there will be no change. हमने अपनी तरफ से ऐसी कोई values नहीं ली जिससे हमारे x plus iota y को कोई फर्क पड़े. This also we will check how. x हमने ले लिया r cos थीटा, y हमने ले लिया r sin थीटा, सो दैट z जो हमारा x प्लस आयोटा y था वो क्या बन गया r cos थीटा प्लस आयोटा r sin थीटा. r हमने दोनों में से कॉमन ले लिया तो हमारे पास बन गया cos थीटा प्लस आयोटा sin थीटा, एंड दिस फॉर्म इज सेड टू बी polar form of a complex number, right? अब हम चेक कर लेते हैं, अगर एक नंबर x, y है, राइट, और इसको मैं रिप्रेजेंट करना चाहती हूँ r, थीटा की फॉर्म में, तो मेरा रेडियल डिस्टेंस क्या होगा? रेडियल, और मेरे को दो ही चीजें पता होंगी, एक r पता होगा और एक थीटा पता होगा। तो यहाँ इस पॉइंट तक पहुंचने के लिए P तक मैं क्या बताऊंगी कि इतने एंगल से मूव कर लो, राइट, दिस इज द एंगल, थीटा एंगल से मूव कर लो, और थीटा एंगल से मूव करने पे हम क्या करते हैं, एक लाइन लगा देते हैं, राइट, उस एंगल थीटा से आप डी से ड्रॉ कर सकते हो, राइट, एंगल थीटा, राइट, एंड देन टू रीच दिस पॉइंट P आप कितनी आर्क कट करोगे, जितना आपके पास रेडियल डिस्टेंस r की वैल्यू होगी, r की वैल्यू 2 है, 3 है, 4 है, उस तरीके से आप यहाँ पे एक आर्क से कट कर दोगे, so that you will be having this point P in terms of r and theta, right? अगर आपको दो वैल्यूज पता हो थीटा, तो आप थीटा एक एंगल प्लॉट कर लोगे, और अगर आपको ये पता हो कि रेडियस वेक्टर r की वैल्यू कितनी है, तो उतनी वैल्यू कट करके आप उस पॉइंट P तक पहुंच जाओगे जिसकी वैल्यू आपको r और थीटा की टर्म्स में पता है। और अगर आपको x y की फॉर्म में पता है तो आप क्या करोगे, x से कितना डिस्टेंस है वो ले लिया, y से कितना डिस्टेंस है वो ले लिया, और फिर एक्स वाई दोनों का डिस्टेंस जहां पे कट कर रहा है, या एक्स का डिस्टेंस यहाँ वाई का डिस्टेंस, वो पॉइंट P इन द टर्म्स ऑफ x, y बन गया। अब इसका मतलब ये r क्या होना चाहिए, r तो हमारा रेडियल डिस्टेंस, और ये हमने कहा था कि ये तो z मॉडुलस है, इसका मतलब मेरा r भी रूट ऑफ एक्स स्क्वायर प्लस वाई स्क्वायर होना चाहिए। अगर मेरा r रूट ऑफ एक्स स्क्वायर प्लस वाई स्क्वायर है फिर तो ठीक है, नहीं तो जो मैंने ये वैल्यूज ली हैं x और y की, r cos थीटा, r sin थीटा, ये मेरी गलत प्रूव हो जाएंगी, राइट? तो r को चेक करने के लिए कि r इज इक्वल्स टू एक्स स्क्वायर प्लस वाई स्क्वायर रूट है या नहीं, हम क्या करेंगे, x इज इक्वल्स टू r cos थीटा है, मैंने स्क्वायर कर दिया, x स्क्वायर क्या आ गया, r स्क्वायर cos स्क्वायर थीटा, y इज इक्वल्स टू r sin थीटा, मैंने स्क्वायर कर दिया, y स्क्वायर क्या आ गया, r स्क्वायर sin स्क्वायर थीटा, फिर मैंने दोनों को ऐड कर दिया, राइट, दोनों को ऐड किया तो क्या आ गया, इंप्लाइज नहीं आएगा, दोनों को ऐड कर दिया, एक्स स्क्वायर प्लस वाई स्क्वायर इज इक्वल्स टू आर स्क्वायर कॉस स्क्वायर थीटा प्लस आर स्क्वायर साइन स्क्वायर थीटा इज इक्वल्स टू आर स्क्वायर कॉमन in the bracket cos square theta plus sin square theta. So what I am getting, x square plus y square is equals to r square, which implies r is equals to root of x square plus y square, right? So अगर मैंने x की वैल्यू r cos थीटा ली है और y की वैल्यू r sin थीटा ली है, तो दोनों को स्क्वायर और ऐड करने के बाद मेरे पास r की वैल्यू वही आ गई जो हमारी मॉडुलस थी, जो हमने कार्टेशियन कोऑर्डिनेट्स में जब लिया था, तो r को रूट ऑफ एक्स स्क्वायर प्लस वाई स्क्वायर लिया था, राइट? So this way we have proved that the assumption x is equals to r cos theta and y is equals to r sin theta is true. So now you have nothing to do with this polar representation. आपके सिर्फ ये समझने के लिए है कि हमने r is equals to cos theta क्यों लिया, y is equals to r sin theta क्यों लिया, ताकि आपके दिमाग में ये ना रहे कि कुछ और वैल्यूज भी ले सकते थे, वो क्यों नहीं ली। हमने वो वैल्यूज ली जो टेक्निकली मैथमेटिकली हमारे कार्टेशियन कोऑर्डिनेट्स को सेटिस्फाई करें। सो इसलिए हमने r को cos थीटा लिया, y को r sin थीटा लिया, ताकि r की वैल्यू हमारी रूट ऑफ एक्स स्क्वायर प्लस वाई स्क्वायर आ जाए, क्योंकि r उतना ही डिस्टेंस है जितना कि हमारा मॉडुलस ऑफ z है, राइट? सो देन we will be doing questions related to how to represent a complex number in polar form. So उसके लिए सिंपली हम यही करेंगे कि x की वैल्यू आपने पुट कर देनी है r cos थीटा, y की वैल्यू आपने पुट कर देनी है r sin थीटा, and then we will simplify. But the solution is lengthy and we have only 3 minutes, so we will not be doing it today. We will be doing it tomorrow. And one more thing which you have to keep in mind, that the value of theta, right? The value of theta such that theta lies between minus pi to pi is called principal argument of z. ये 1 मार्क में क्वेश्चन आता है कि what is the value of theta in principal argument, right? ये आपको सिर्फ माइंड में रखना है कि जो ये हमारा एंगल थीटा है, ये पाई से माइनस पाई, राइट? ये 0 है, 0 से लेके पाई कितना हुआ, पाई कितना हुआ, इतना डिस्टेंस, राइट? एंड माइनस पाई क्या हुआ, सेम डिस्टेंस नीचे की ओर, राइट? माइनस मींस अलोंग नेगेटिव साइड. सो दिस पाई से लेके माइनस पाई, राइट? ये जो डिस्टेंस होगा, ये जो एंगल होगा थीटा, दिस इज कॉल्ड प्रिंसिपल आर्ग्यूमेंट, राइट? ये आपको सिर्फ याद रखना है कि थीटा की वैल्यू प्रिंसिपल आर्ग्यूमेंट के लिए कितनी होती है, दैट लाइज बिटवीन माइनस पाई टू पाई, राइट? एक ये चीज याद रखनी है कि पोलर में जब रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं तो एक्स वाई की वैल्यू क्या है, एक्स हम लेंगे आर कॉस थीटा, वाई हम लेंगे आर साइन थीटा, और हम कन्वर्ट कर देंगे एक्स कॉमा वाई को आर कॉमा थीटा में. बट वाई वी आर टेकिंग these values only, this you must be knowing. So any doubt till now you can ask me. We have only 1 minute after the 1 minute the class will be off. Clear? This chapter is easy.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so tomorrow is your test, except 2 new students. Rest other will give the test of chapter relations and functions.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. So all the best for your test tomorrow. Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Bye bye.
Bye, ma'am.